worked and everything like that. And I have to admit, the name threw me off a little bit. I was expecting like, maybe just a basic like pixel 2D platformer, but I loaded into it and just like visually very like, okay, I was not expecting that, but it's a very interesting and unique looking game just from a visual standpoint.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Um,
It's actually,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, it's actually like we get that a lot. People just get instantly turned off by the name of the game just because it's kind of out there. It's silly bacon. Everyone always just thinks like, oh, they're just pandering to bacon because who doesn't love bacon?
Right. I'll tell you what, the having the "an adventure" thing at the end of it helps because that makes it very cheeky, and I think that will allow people to pick up on the fact that there's a little bit more going on than just a weird title.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
We
oh,
we're fans of odd humor.
that's oh, you know what? I just realized I need to do. Give me 1 second and give you. Hi, there you go. Now you can see me in real time.
That's good.
Yeah, I cheat. It's that way. That way, you're not like giving that 15-second like Twitch delays. Like, oh yeah, if you go over here and do this thing might happen, and I've already long past that, and that would just be awful. But anyway, so as I like to do with the devs coming in, I kind of make you do the back of the box blurb, just to be mean, because it's an easy way to start, and I'm just a lazy, horrible person. So like, tell me a little bit about Bacon Man. What is it? What can we expect to get ourselves into?
Okay, so basically, Bacon Man is a hardcore platformer. In terms of everything, really, it's like one of those games where you just expect to die a lot.
Mhm.
You're expected to kind of know some basic stuff about platformers, but we don't exactly handhold you, but we kind of guide you and teach you mechanics um, in a way that makes sense.
Okay.
Like you get to experience it yourself and kind of learn from your mistakes.
Okay. So kind of maybe like along the same lines as, for lack of a better comparison, maybe like Super Meat Boy. You die, you get back into it really quick, and take what you've learned and move on to the next bit. Maybe not as
Yeah,
quick,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
that same like pulling yourself back mentality. I'm sorry. Now you got me like with meat on the mind, and a burger sounds really good with some bacon on top. It's just
Uh,
mixing it all together.
it is 2 a.m. and
Snack
oh
break.
my god, like last time I ate was like 10 o'clock. I'm dying right now.
Uh,
Let's not
uh,
talk about food, even though this is Bacon Man. What will we do?
Oh yeah, we're all doomed. If you're hungry and you're in the chat right now, we've gotten like an hour. I'll give you guys 5 minutes where I will still continue to do what I am doing, and you'll miss it, but you can get food. So that's something to think about right there.
So gracious of you
Yes.
to offer.
You're going to miss things, but you can get food. Get delivery. Can you get delivery this time of night? I'm not even sure. Pizza, maybe, with bacon.
Pizza.
With bacon. All right, so I'm going to load into this here. Now loading. Keep calm and just wait for it. Yeah. Okay. We're just going to let this play. Just do this thing.
And you're also kind of playing a bit of a way older version from what we currently have.
Okay.
We go through phases of just basically polishing the living crap out of the game, and like visually it looks even better than it does now. Like you can kind of tell like the troopers that stand by the entry there, like they're kind of hazy and you can't see them too clearly. Things like that we just hammer out, and like a lot of animations and stuff like that.
Ooh. So already, like, I'm kind of struck by the environment style and how it's very striking and different from the character animations, or the character like styles. It's a nice contrast between the both. So the very
It
important
definitely
question
took a
here.
while.
The very important question here is why bacon?
That is a good question indeed.
There's actually something to compound on that, which is how many of the members of your team eat meat? Even.
You know, 1 out of 4 don't, but accidentally, actually, or incidentally, I guess, most of us actually don't even like bacon.
So that was Bacon Man, everyone. Thanks for coming out and checking that out. So yeah, it's a team of 4. What is your role on the team, Angelos?
I am the game designer / level designer. So basically, everything from how the game plays to how things are translated in terms of like jump here and stuff like that. Everything in basically what you'd look at levels, layouts, and all like basically all the things behind the scenes that you kind of see.
The stuff you're actually playing.
Yes.
Whoa. Ow. Okay. So
It's a
kind of a little
it's a
floaty
fun-
on the jump there. That's interesting. All right.
Yep.
I got that now. That's better.
It definitely has its own way of handling your gravity, and not really comparing it to any other kind of games. It is certainly a little bit floaty, but I guess you'll see soon enough why. We do take mobility really seriously in Bacon Man. You can do a lot of things in the air and attacking and all these things that you'll experience. They kind of flow into one another very smoothly.
That's good to hear. I mean, it's I guess the formula for platformers for me as a player is always having something that is consistent. So a floaty jump is not a bad thing if it's something that you specifically designed in mind, and the game is built around, so that it's not punishing in a way that you wish you had a quicker jump or things like that. So it took me a second to immediately pick up that my jump is not an instant thing. It takes me a second, so it changes how you view the timing. But again, as long as it's like a consistent thing, that's never a bad thing. And taking platforming in a different direction is definitely a way to make it exciting and different. Are we standing on sushi? That looks like salmon roll.
Yes, indeed.
So food being a big prevalent theme throughout?
I hate to be that kind of person, but there is a bunch of food in Bacon Man, but it's not centered entirely on food.
No, that's fair enough. It's immediately, I'm just going to start seeing it everywhere now. That's the checkpoint system. Okay, that's cool.
Yes, it is. It's one of the very first things that we came up with. We just wanted to kind of include everything in the environment itself and not directly tell you checkpoint, though I guess that big bad boar just straight up told you anyway.
Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. Why? Uh-oh. Is it going to tell me that? Holy crap. All right. I will send you a message about that later. So I have an i7 Skylake, and this is nearly maxing my CPU apparently.
Oh.
Oh, I'm supposed to throw him. That's why it's trying to teach me. Okay, I'm distracted by the big pop-up. It's like, oh no. That's fine. I actually can probably just change the, or not, maybe. It won't let me go into the options.
Yes, it's. Yeah, unfortunately, it's like I said before. You're kind of playing an older version. It sucks that we didn't really have too much time to actually upload a newer one.
Oh no, that's totally fine. I was just a little alarmed. That is A-okay. We'll be fine. Mike.
If you guys melt LG's computer, you will have many angry people. And I will feel really bad. But it will kind of be appropriate. Like, you could fry some bacon on it.
Cool.
Epic Rampage, you have... What is going on with that? You've actually shown up for the Indie Dev Supershow. Kitty is right here, but I was asked to come by and be a guest streamer for the event. What we're doing here is we're checking out some cool indie games, and this is Bacon Man. And I'm sorry, actually I didn't catch the name of your studio.
Our studio is called SkyMap Games, and we're actually co-workers with Alex and Alan. Robot Loves Kitty.
Nice.
Yeah, we're like some of the only New Hampshire game devs ever, so we try to stick fairly close together.
That's it's an odd place to be. All right, so I'm just gonna. I don't have lives or anything, do I? I just keep dying.
Nope. Just unlimited lives. Just have at it.
I'm gonna eventually just like I'm just gonna start jumping into the water and making a bridge for myself that way. I'll just do that. That's fine. I can't seem to like throw. There is a wing-shaped hole in my chest. I use a blue screen. I didn't even think about it when I put the shirt on today. I was just like, all right, I'll just throw something on.
You can also drop the enemies like in front of you. You can also throw them down. As I saw you do a little bit earlier, you kind of discovered that move on your own.
I spiked myself into the water. Oh, there we go. Okay, that works. All right. Hold up and X to launch enemies. Whoa! All right. And then we can smack them down. But oh, nope, that ain't what we wanted. No. That is not. No, I don't want to be back here. Oh, rocket! What? Where did that come? Oh, wait, am I forward or backward? I'm confused. I've lost myself now. So what's with the devil horns going on here?
That.
Uh-oh.
We basically just.
Angelos, you're gone. We can't hear you.
I'm lagging like crazy.
Uh-oh.
Comcast internet. No.
They've apparently been doing some like maintenance stuff lately, and for whatever reason they're just like, oh, we can't tell anybody that we're doing maintenance. So I actually called in. I had upload problems last night, so I called in and was like, hey, do I need I'm gonna send a tech out? And they said, sure, we'll send a tech out. And they could have just told me. It's like, no, things are a problem because we're messing with stuff.
Yeah, they've ruined many things for us this week. I'm really glad that it's been pretty stable where we are. Apparently they've moved down to where Angelos is.
Oh boy.
Not a fun experience.
No, it's never not. Yeah. But I mean, I'm up 99% of the time, so it's frustrating. But what are you gonna do? Oh. Okay.
Yes.
See, I was making a little bit of a comparison to Earthworm Jim in my mind, and now with the little pistol, I feel is that where this kind of came from, or like some of it?
Actually, no. We do get that comparison a lot, though. It must be because of the, yeah, he clearly kind of looks like him a lot too.
Well, I mean, the suit with a piece of bacon in it too. So just like that, what would otherwise not be a hero becoming a hero because it's inside of a suit, sort of thing. And then now that there's the little gun too, like that's the immediate like jump that I made. That's interesting. Just a neat little coincidence then. Oh, was I shooting toast?
Yes. It's a toaster gun.
All right. That is quite the crown. All right, so the title screen had this as well. The kanji, is that what caused that as a design choice?
Well, as game devs, we just love Japan and anything Japanese culture, and our artist he just loves Japan too, just like everyone else. So he always wanted to. There's a lot of like enemies that are named after Japanese names, or like instead of having like a peach enemy, we might just call it Momo or something like that. So we just really like the idea of integrating something more like what you just saw, I guess.
Like an extra little flavor splash to it, give it something a little.
Yeah, for sure. It just makes it stand out a little more. Yeah.
These animations are really charming. I like these. The meat zone.
Yes.
So
teasing a little bit of the next world.
I'm caught in my own cables. Give me 1 second here. It's the worst. Professional streamer, I promise. So this is the same guy that threw us down a hole at the beginning, and now we're
yes, he
chumming
pretends,
it up.
I mean, he is your friend.
All right.
That never gets old.
No. You see it coming, like it's there, but
Oh yeah. Why would you trust a guy that looks like that?
no, yeah, for sure. All right, so make these ice blocks here. Oh, what now? So what are these? I'm blocking them, but what are these things that I'm collecting?
The things you're picking up.
Yeah. So some gold stuff just flashed, and I've got like 305 of them at the moment. I don't know if I can get them.
Oh,
there they are.
gotcha.
It's in my inventory.
That menu does not work, by the way.
I have a brawn orb. Equip brawn orb and slot. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't think they'll do anything.
Break everything a little bit. So is this still currently in development?
Yes, it is. So a little bit about. I'm just basically gonna skip ahead to assuming some questions, and I'm gonna answer them.
Sure, knock yourself out.
Okay, we'll do. So basically, this game's still in development. What we plan on doing is it's too long of a game, so we kind of want to split it up in two halves and either do like an early access for the first half or an episodic release. We're just not too sure yet. So for the first half, we're planning to release in the next few months. It's kind of still to be determined. We're not too sure. As you know, a lot of independent developers have either economic issues or, in our case, a lot of health issues too. So development is kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess pushed back due to a combination of those things. It's unfortunate, but we just have to do the best we can, and we're always working so hard on this game.
Fair enough. So looking at the first bit a little bit sooner, and doing either episodic or a later on release. So you mentioned this fairly long. Any I don't know, like indication on how long you're expecting it to be, or?
If you're talking about like in terms of just like hours or
I mean hours is a hard gauge, but like how many levels can we look? You know, are you guys expecting, or I don't know how it breaks down the different zones. I always prefer like measurements that actually like, you know, because hours is hard, and you know everybody plays things differently. You might get stuck somewhere and stuff like that. So it's average hours, but more so like how many worlds can we expect, different places, things like that. People can get kind of an idea. All right, fine. Jeez, try guarding. Try sucking less. Okay, I'll get on that.
Yeah, basically, actually. That was a surprise implementation from our programmer. He didn't tell us. He just did it. And one day we were sucking very badly at playing the game, and then we just ran into it, and we're like, whoa, what is that? And we just kind of ran with it. We added a lot more of those, mock death screens. The game is not loading. You're immediately put back into the game, but we just halt it, and we just tease the player, or either try to give them a little bit of a useful hint of what to do next.
That's not a bad call. I've actually forgot about my block button, so it works.
Yep, it sure does. And to also kind of answer your question before you died.
I don't even remember now. I'm infuriated.
Something about what to expect levels in terms of worlds and stuff like that. Well, they're kind of modeled after the food groups. And so we have, we kind of go off from the base food groups, but we have 7 worlds. And for the first half of the game, we want to release the first 4. There's going to be a variation per world. It might be anywhere from 3 to 5 levels per world, but they can get kind of lengthy. As you can see right now, this is level 2, and you're only barely halfway through it.
Jeez. Yeah. Okay. This is so you weren't kidding about the unforgivingness though. This ramped up real fast.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty nice. I like the block. Like I actually like that. You know, there's actually some deeper combat mechanics going on here, and there's different options. And not to like, I don't know, reveal too much about what you guys are working on, but obviously I've got the toast gun, the other power-ups through the course of the game. Are they all strictly movement, or will there be some other power-ups that are like combat-oriented?
Actually, it's something that we were wondering about early on in the development too, because we really like, obviously, like in games like these, you expect double jump, you expect ground pound, things like that. You know, every platformer has, and we didn't want to do. Oh, you get an uppercut, and you can only use it as, you know, a fighting move. We wanted to use moves both for momentum and to actually use them as combat moves.
Okay.
So, like, you might get, like, whenever you get a dash, you actually get another ability that acts as a punch and dash, or you can do one in air too. Same for the uppercut. You can use it for vertical momentum, or you can use it to just hit an enemy and go, you know, high up with them.
It's really neat because you know what? Now that you mention all this too, I think back to the tutorial that we had, and I'm realizing as I'm throwing these guys around, you've already within the first, you know, little bit of the game already kind of given me that expectation that I'm going to be using combat as mobility as well, because I've, you know, thrown enemies down and punched enemies to carry myself. So that's, I didn't even put that together. That's now I feel silly.
Well, you did just now, so that's what really mattered, I guess. We kind of try to teach you through the way that we place enemies too. That. Oh no.
Oh, I take it that was not what I was supposed to do. It was like, we were just talking about, all right, punching things and sending ourselves off. I was like, all right, I'm gonna take this guy as far as I can take him, which is not that far.
No, that made sense.
Oh, good. Jeez.
Yeah, they're very brutal.
All right, we're going for a trip. You're staying with me though. Don't die. Oh, you died. You did. So I see. All right, I've got that one in the corner. Is there like an experience and a leveling system as well, or?
Yes, there are a lot of RPG elements in this game too. We just basically took everything that we liked and we just threw it in this game. We just jam-packed it with a lot of systems. So yeah, definitely there is a leveling up system. So you can
come back! Where are you going? I need you.
Up in the sky.
All right, well, into the water. Into the water.
But yeah, you can level up and get more health or get more attack power. You can get different guns. You can get different equipments that will do different things, like get more health or do more damage, do criticals. We also have like elements, so you can, like, if you hit the little flying enemies with electricity, because this is like a water-based world, they'll get electrified and they'll get more damage. And,
all right.
Yeah.
No, come get. Oh. The only thing I see right now is that top right corner. So I want to like take one of these over there and then throw them and jump up to the wall. That's what I want.
That is a secret route. It just gets you a little item that unfortunately you might not be actually able to use. The correct way to go is down to the left. Like where you were going, just...
Well, now you've made the mistake of telling me that there's actually a secret up there, so I'm still going to go get it.
Here's what we can do. Since we have an hour, later on, I can give you a little cheat code that unlocks a lot of the secret abilities.
Oh,
so we can have a
lot
lot of fun with that.
All right. Is that my compromise for moving on and showing more of the actual game?
You found me out.
I'm gonna drop. You know, it's a good tactic. I'm down. Let's do it. So you know, blanking on where I was going with the next question. So cheat codes, is that something that's gonna like stay in, or is that just kind of like a little developer backdoor?
Unfortunately, it's just a developer backdoor. That'd be fun though. We did talk a lot about, well, obviously, you know, making a platforming game, there's always going to be talks about Mega Man or Mega Man X, but you know, we always reference those silly picture, like night picture passcode things.
Right.
But yeah, we do like those, but unfortunately, we just don't really see the value in this kind of game.
Fair enough. I don't know, you can goof around or whatever. The big thing is like, I guess, because of like achievement systems and things like that, cheat codes have kind of gone on the wayside, and I don't know, I just think back at, like things like playing on the Super Nintendo, and just like, yeah, I want to play this game, but I don't feel like doing all this stuff with it, so let me just put in some cheat codes, and then I can go do all this stuff with it, just goof around.
Also, I can't believe you just did that in one go.
I am the Boshi, so, you know.
Yep.
When I'm not goofing around trying to find secret items, just professionally find my way through levels. Oh, I see. I kind of almost got through that in one go and then screwed it up. So there is that. Have you ever thought about eating people? Not me personally. I don't know about Angelos. I feel like that's a bit extreme, but you know.
It's a bit extreme.
All right, come on in. That's all you, buddy. There we go. And there we go. A shop. Is that
Yes.
is that a Shovel Knight spoof?
No, but oh my god, do I love Shovel Knight.
Oh,
It's
wow.
One of my favorite platformers of all time. No, he's like an egg-based warrior, Tamago.
Oh, Tamago?
Yes.
All right. All right, so I got to ask about these notes as well because they've been very interesting for each loading screen.
Mm-hmm.
So is that something that your programmer threw in as well, just like little random tidbits, or is that an element that's
That is something. Well, we wanted to do originally kind of like very PlayStation 1-ish era loading screens where we just show you like a picture preview of the level, but our artist didn't like it, so I just made those generic black screen ones and wrote in some random mumbo jumbo I came up with on the spot, basically.
There we go. Okay. It's like I got him to trigger. I obviously jump. There we go. All right. What is? Oh!
Oh,
Yeah.
that's brutal.
Oh, I'm mean. I'm very mean. So that's neat. I like that the enemies respond to the same environmental hazards. That's actually really fun. Okay. So all right. I'm guessing this area is a little more vegetable themed then, since we're. Oh wow. It looks. I don't know. The green things are making me think vegetable.
I hate vegetables.
Oh wow. Okay.
No. It's actually more like coral because we're still sticking with the ice/water theme for this world.
Okay.
Vegetables are actually like the last, obviously. Like, you know, what do you expect the bad guy of Bacon Man to be?
Bacon Man to be? That's that's fair enough. That is fair enough.
Yes. I mean, you can probably guess the final boss just based off what people hate the most.
Is it Brussels sprouts or broccoli?
Oh my god, it's broccoli.
I love broccoli. I don't know.
Unfair amounts of hate happened to broccoli.
Yeah, it's just it became like the poster child evil vegetable. I don't understand it.
It's just there's so many cool character opportunities with broccoli. It's already shaped like, you know, some guy with an afro.
I'm trying to picture like what nefarious broccoli would look like, and I honestly can't see.
Picture Kingpin with an afro.
Oh wow. All right, so kind of some stockier broccoli. Ha ha. No, okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Well, so far I have to say, LG, you've already gotten further than I've ever managed to get in the game. So congratulations on being good at games.
It's my. Oh wow. Okay, I forgot about the gator already. The checkpoints are a little further apart now too, which is like this scales nicely. Like I already feel very intrigued to get further, and it's got a nice flow. Definitely things make sense. So if anything should be given any credit, it's certainly how things have been designed to move. So I don't have to fight anything as far as like what makes sense.
Yeah. This level is a little bit not in the optimal way that I would like to have checkpoints, just because, like you said, they are a little bit spaced, and having that big lobster knight over there does make things rough. You can actually go right under that crusher.
Yep. You are not a nice man.
Okay.
You were very. I was gonna handle that lobster guy. I had plans for that lobster guy. I actually did not even Lobster Night. It's pretty good. I want to go to the left here, but that doesn't seem like something that I'm going to be doing. I don't know if I can just. Nope, right into the bus stop.
I think it would be awesome if you would kind of tell people like how the team came together and how much experience you guys have had and that kind of story as well, just to give people some perspective on what you're doing.
Yeah, gotcha. So basically, this project sparked out of college. We all 4 members of the team went to the same college, and we always just, well, what better place to come up with an idea for Bacon Man than at the cafeteria, right? So we just always eat and eat and eat, and we just, obviously, game students, so we talk about games and what kind of games we want to make. Obviously, we're all fan of platformers, and Bacon Man just kind of came out of nowhere. In terms of experience of what we've done, our programmer, John, has worked on a lot of commissions and Unreal Engine projects and VR and so many others. He's probably the most experienced out of the whole group. In terms of... You're so close to the checkpoint, too.
I know, I could feel it. I felt it in my tenderloins.
So this is kind of a game that you guys started right out of college. And how long has it been since then? How long have you been working on Bacon Man?
I want to... this is going to sound depressing. Probably since 2014.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, it's our first project.
No, I mean, for a first project especially, this is fairly. I mean, and you're even telling me, hey, he stays dead. Oh, well, that makes life easier.
He's an yeah.
No, as
tougher enemy.
As a first project especially, that's really cool. Like there's definitely like a lot of polish even in this version. Oh, well, I got my checkpoint. I'm good. I'm set. Especially like if you're looking to start releasing this year too, that's really cool. So you said it's a team of 4.
Yes. It's only really 3 in direct active development. Our 4th guy, Neil, is more of a business/marketing guy.
Right.
So, and he's the connections guy, the guy that just gets stuff done.
Fair enough. All right, so I gotta ask, because you mentioned earlier that really most of you don't like bacon. So what caused you to take bacon to be specifically your hero as opposed to any number of other delicious foods?
I don't know. I wasn't actually around for that. I kind of came in after the fact. Our artist was the person that really came up with this with I'm not sure. I just came in after the fact. We weren't even really friends at the time, so I can't really tell you, to be honest.
Oh, that's fair enough. I'm asking the silly questions, the hard-hitting questions here on the Indie Dev Supershow.
That's what we're here for, making devs feel confused about their lives and their decisions.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so since we only have like another 20 minutes, I'm going to give you an amazing code. Are you ready for this?
All right. Is it the Konami code?
No, unfortunately.
Is it just typing the word password on your keyboard? I really like that idea.
Oh, God, that'd be great, too.
That'd be great, too.
That should be an achievement in something. You just randomly type passwords. Like, nice try.
We'll see how far you get, and then I'll give you the code.
Sure. But now the pressure's on. All right, let's see how much. Let's see how. Oh, all right. I gotta put on the focus mode here.
So while LG is focusing, I'm going to be very distracting.
Got it. Checkpoint. Woohoo!
Oh, nice. I'm going to just take this opportunity since Rock Lee was just super kind and gave us this huge host. Thank you. I just want to explain really quick what's actually going on right now. Hi, I am the disembodied voice of Kitty, half of Robot Loves Kitty Studio, and this is the Super Show. It is a indie dev extravaganza that happens this one's happening for 3 days. This is day 2. And it's just different live streamers streaming indie games while the devs are present. So it's kind of like a fun time bonanza / interview with different devs. And I'll post some little commands in chat so you can kind of grab more info if you want. And I'm done promoting the show. Go back to your viewing entertainment and learning more about SkyMap games.
SkyMap Games. We make food-based game.
You do not map skies?
No. Though...
Elegy looks very shocked.
That was a very like abrupt and crazy cool level up sequence. There's just suddenly the screen changed and I'm in the sky and I'm like thinking Katamari Damacy. So it was just very, very, very abrupt. But
there's a lot of references, and that was actually like pretty much the biggest one that you could ever catch.
Oh, nice! I immediately got like King of All Cosmos. The whole thing
for sure.
It's like that's pretty cool. All right, I like that. So a lot of other game references kind of floating around.
Oh yeah.
I love when that stuff like happens. That's the best. All right, if I have limited toast, I feel like this guy should have limited hammers. That's
I mean, does this look like a fair world to you?
I mean, so far it's been pretty, all right, I guess. I don't know what my current death tally is.
It's not that bad.
Nope. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Go this way with my 1 health. Hey, yeah, all right. Whoa! Oh God! Whoa! All right. Whew. They squeak. There we go.
They sure do. And another thing that I should mention, actually, our soundtrack is really rather amazing.
Wow. It really is. I'm enjoying it so far, but wow. Oh, come on.
Yeah. It's a good thing that you're only really allowed to say those kinds of things when they're true.
Yeah. No,
No, I'm only saying it because I didn't work on the soundtrack. That's how it works.
That's totally fair. That's totally fair. It's actually it's very, very heroic sounding right now, and I think I was listening. There was another song earlier, and like the starting song, and everything so far has just been like it doesn't wear thin, and that's a good sign of a soundtrack. It's something you can listen to and not grind it out. And for a game where you're gonna die a lot, that's pretty solid.
For sure. Yeah, we're really picky about music and a lot of things really, but music is like obviously can't live without music. And that's something like when we think of games, we think of 3 top things, right? What it looks like, what it plays like, and what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So to us, the visual, obviously using Unreal Engine, that's down. We don't have to really try much. It's fine. What it plays like, that's the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
And what it sounds like, well, we have amazing musicians. We have Kyle Landry, who is also a Twitch guy. He plays piano music. Yes. He's got a YouTube channel. And we have Braxton Burks of Pokemon Reorchestrated.
That's some...
Yeah.
that's unfortunate. My heart goes out to him.
Yeah.
That was a mess.
He's had some misfortunes due to his channel being taken down for apparently no reason other than it's unfortunate, but there's always a way to support people when unfortunate things like that happen. Mm-hmm. We're just really picky about music, and we wanted to make sure that it matches the style, that we have the right guys working on this stuff, and we're just really glad it all worked out, and we're really happy with what we have so far.
What to the what now? Oh, what an eyeball. Yeah, I'm taken aback by all of this. Like, it definitely shows that there's a lot of love that you guys have thrown into this, and it does the most important thing that a platformer can do, in that it plays nice. So that's a big feather in its cap. But like I hope that's something that I can translate well for anybody like watching it. I'm very particular with platformers. as far as like how they go, because there's so many. It's just like, yeah, we can just make a platform, whatever. It's easy, but they're not. Making something have like consistent and fun mechanics is extremely difficult, even though it's a quote unquote simpler concept. Oh, you're just running and jumping, but there's a nice flow, there's a nice feel. I'm very happy holding the controller, so it's just to translate to anybody watching what's going on with all that.
Well, thank you for the kind words, though.
Yeah,
Much appreciated.
Kudos there. Wait. I don't like this. I have a choice of right or left. I didn't even realize that until I'd already gone. No!
Yep.
But a good
Already made the
adventurer always
choice.
goes left.
Okay, I just want to pause you for
Oh, yeah,
1 second.
sure.
Okay, so if you press the tilde key on your keyboard, that'll bring up a command.
Okay.
And now, here's the cool part. You type in activate all powers, all one word.
Okay. It auto-filled it.
Okay.
Okay, so I got... Oh, there's a double jump.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stuff in there.
Whoa! All right. Is that an air dash too? Oh, yes.
You
Oh.
should try doing an up and what is it? Y? The top button. There you go.
Sure you can. Oh, that's you can certainly just throw an uppercut in there, but you gotta have the twirl. The twirl's important. I gotta do this to an enemy. Oh, come here.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I gotta be like under him.
They don't entirely work, but they're cool, and you can use it as momentum. So.
There we go.
Oh, that looked cool.
Yeah, I just had to make it happen. What else? What else do I got? What else am I packing here? Auto guard. All right, so we got the cool dash. Oh, does that run out? Oh, okay.
Nope.
It was because I landed. It didn't look like I had landed, so it looked like I like double air dashed. Oh man, this just got way more interesting. I mean, it was interesting to begin with, but wow, that changes mobility entirely because you can dash and then do the double jump. Oh, that was nice.
I actually think that giving you mobility actually screws you up more than it helps.
Yeah, especially when you have more than you're supposed to have at the point that you're at. Yep, for sure. I can.
It makes it more fun.
I can totally understand that. But yeah, just to play with cool stuff. Why not? Behind you, buddy.
Are you planning on leaving that kind of secret activate God mode type thing in the game, so if people just want to play, they can? Or are you going to hide that?
You know, we haven't really thought about that, but now that you bring it up, we might actually keep it in.
Yeah, it was interesting because the dev earlier was talking about how that was something they really loved about older games, that you could really cheat, and that they kind of have stopped doing that.
It is a long lost art form. I'd actually brought it up earlier. We talked about this a little earlier. It was because the achievement system kind of messes with that. You have to like once a cheat gets turned on, you have to kind of disable the ability to get achievements. So it adds an extra layer of complexity. Because achievements are no fun if you're cheating to get them.
I remember there were like other games that would just disable saving too.
Oh, see, that's another good idea because you can get some weird effects going on from that. Just got shot in the butt.
Which I actually never understood until you just explained it to me right now.
Yup. It's nice that you have to actively know how to cheat in order to cheat. Oh yeah, like rather than accidentally cheating. Yeah, how does one accidentally activate a cheat in a game? It's like, oh, I sneezed and now I have infinite lives. Like, I'm curious how that works. Give an achievement for cheating. That's. Oh wow. All right. So speaking of, obviously you're gonna have some very clever achievements in your game too, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
We're also planning. Well, let me talk about a lot of the systems that we're planning on, or either have already implemented, just not in this build.
Sure.
We're supporting a total of 4 playable characters that you can pick from.
Nice. Okay.
On launch, we want to do 3, and they all going to have different types of attacks that they do, or they might vary in a way or two. We want to have, obviously, you've already experienced level up. I talked briefly about, you're going to be able to equip different weapons. You're going to be able to equip different items. So, let's see. What else we got?
Is it that the implementation of those extra characters, is that kind of with the intention of doing some like local multiplayer or online multiplayer type stuff?
Aha! Alex to the save. Yes.
I'm
actually.
trying.
Oh, you know what? I there was totally like the multiplayer thing at the in the menus. That's actually fair enough.
Yep. Well, local is easy enough. You know, we just have to balance it, and it kind of just works. You just add a player, whatever. But what we really want to do and are working really hard to do is online. And that's a little bit tough because, as I said, first game. You know, we're experiencing this for the first time. The cool thing is that we are able to port this to Xbox and to PlayStation, and it's something that we've done like an early version for, just to check if we can do it. It's definitely possible, and we definitely want to do it. I'm a huge PlayStation fan, so obviously being on PS4 is like a dream for me.
Are you guys looking to do simultaneous launches across the systems, or they'll be available on the consoles a little later on?
Unfortunately, just because of making things specific to the consoles, I think it would just have to be something we do later.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, yeah, they'd be at the same time, but unfortunately, we can't do that.
You need a much, much bigger team to do that and remain sane, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Is the general.
Oh, yeah. Because like as the team stands right now, really, it's the artist, the programmer, and the designer. It's the trifecta, but really, we don't have enough manpower.
That is fair enough. Well, certainly hope you guys get to see some success on Steam with your initial release, and hopefully we can see some growth out of the game in the sense that gets you to not only those other platforms, but the fullness of your release. I'm definitely I already know I'm looking forward to when I can throw this down in front of my audience. So.
Are you just captivated by the bacon?
You know what? I'll be honest. Like I personally think bacon's a little overrated too. I love bacon. Don't get me wrong. Like bacon's great. I just think it's just like the end all be all. So it's really funny because when I first saw the title, I was just like, ugh, bacon.
Yep.
So,
our default reaction.
It just seemed like tacky, memey. Like if we're gonna be any one food, let's be bacon. But I feel like with the type of humor that we've run into already in the game, that it's actually like a little more tongue in cheek regarding that, which is kind of funny. So I can appreciate that. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I like. Thank you for the cheat code as well. I like seeing the extra mobility that's going on here. This is. It's actually really fun. Wish I wasn't dying as much, but it's just I'll take pride that I got further than Robot or Kitty. So I know. I'm trying to remember if the subject of actual like. When your release window would be, or when you guys are hoping to have things released. At least your initial, because I know you're talking about like splitting it up, but at least what that front set would be.
I gotcha. We were originally looking for May, but like I said, we've had some health issues and economic issues, obviously, being indies. I think it would probably. Now I'm gonna have to put words into my own mouth.
I mean, don't make any promises. Obviously,
maybe summertime.
Summertime. Just like a rough one. I mean, when you want it to be out versus when will it be out? No. So you guys are hoping for a summertime release.
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
That's fair enough.
And, like, if we do early access, we kind of want to do it very differently from how it's actually being used at the moment.
Right.
Because I mean, honestly, as a consumer myself, I'm not the hugest fan of early access. Though, if a game looks good, I'll support it because I obviously want it to come to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
Always support your devs, but what we want to do is release the first half of the game complete, its entirety. Like all the features that would be in the final version would be there, and then release the second half instead of, obviously we'd do upkeep, but it wouldn't be something where we release something that's not 100% yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we've got a couple questions popping up in chat just to kind of save you from that, having to think about your timeline stuff.
Okay. Yes.
So I know that's a point of stress for pretty much all indie devs.
I don't mean to cause the stress. I'm just curious. It's if you don't have this to me in a reasonable amount of time, I have nothing for you. I'm sorry.
But these just a couple questions, and then we're gonna have to switch over to the next game. But they're asking a couple questions like, do you get to see how many times you died at the end? And is there an achievement for going through the game without dying? And I think there was one more or something. But
there is definitely an achievement for doing the impossible. There are achievements for dying multiple times as well. But actually, something we haven't done is show you how many times you've died. And that is something that I am noting down, because that should be noted, and you should be able to see that.
It's an important number, I have to say.
For sure, yeah. That's
Yes.
There's one final question, and then you can kind of give your final message, whatever you'd like to say at the end of the show. And your name on Skype is Angelos. Angelos, I'm sorry. I know who you are. Somebody is asking what flavor those pies are, and I think that's a very important question.
it's a crucial question. I feel, yeah. Whoa. Okay. All right.
Ooh.
Is that a cherry pie?
Oh man, I don't even know.
It looks like it's either a strawberry pie or a cherry pie. How could you be the level designer on this game and not know?
You put me on the spot.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't think it was meant to be anything. I think it's supposed to be like a technology pie, if that makes any sense.
It opens the doors. It's a key pie.
Technology.
It's a key pie.
You know what? You
Technology pie.
obviously need to get in touch with your artist and just make it like green, and then it's a key lime pie.
Oh,
Ooh.
I like it. LG's coming up with all the game dev stuff. Before you know it, it'll be just bursting.
Oh wow,
into
this is a complicated level. Ooh.
Yeah, this is, like I said, levels kind of get pretty long, and this is one of the longest ones we have.
No, this is neat. There's a little sense of depth, and I like the having to reverse your way through stuff. But it's different on the way back is neat. That's something that I always liked in games that did it well. Anyway, just having that.
It definitely lengthens the game, and we struggled a lot with this level initially, just because we did want to do something like that, but it was always just so tough, and it was hard to find any references of games that did it well or that did it and didn't really suffer from terrible replay value or whatever, playing the same part over and over again. But you're cheating.
All right, so once LG cheeses his way through the boss. All right, his
eloquent pun.
Sense of supremacy.
Oh wow, that was.
And then he got eaten by an alligator. You deserved that. That was karma.
It's fair enough. It's fair enough. Angelos, thank you so much for coming by and showing this off. I had a good time playing it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I guess. Okay, I'll give my Ange spiel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the big question I asked, where so people want updates on the game. Where can they get updates on what you guys are doing with it? What any
show
kind of
your
things that are going?
things.
Where can they learn more?
Aha. I think the best place to do that is actually Facebook. We don't really update our website too much or anything like that. Mm-hmm. It's just a place to have a presence. Facebook is really where we just post a lot of stuff, or Twitter. You can follow at Meat Throne Air, and that's our Bacon Man persona on Twitter, or you can follow at SkyMap Games. I'll post them on the chat soon as I'm not holding my mic because my mic stand broke. Because if things don't break,
What good are they? Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It happened to happen exactly before the show too. Good luck.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't use it too often. But,
Fair enough.
So, Angelos, one final question, because we're gonna do we do like giveaways during the show, and we got some keys. Are those okay to give out right now? What are those actually going to?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know. You figure it out.
All right, Mystery Bacon. Oh,
As soon as I saw that you guys are doing giveaways, I was like, I was talking to my business guy. I'm like, Neil, we need to do this. People love free stuff, and what better way to, spread the good word about your game when you give free stuff.
It also supports the Super Show because people like being here and rewarded for watching this, even though they're getting rewarded just by watching our faces. Well, Elodie's face, really.
I mean, if that's not a reward in and of itself.
And to give my closing statement, I basically just want to thank you guys for putting on an amazing show for, what is it, 4th year in a row now?
Yeah.
Or so, yeah. I didn't know about it before, but definitely really enjoyed it this year. I got to experience a lot of games that I didn't even know about before. So thank you so much for supporting all the devs and playing all the awesome games, and everyone watching. Thank you so much. And if you want to check out Bacon Man, please do so. Get over the name because we know it's stupid, but
I'm sold on it now. I'm over the name. It didn't take long, honestly. Once you realize that I do think like your an adventure makes it cheeky enough that it's not so bad. I think that's what does it.
Yep.
Saving graces. All right. Well, thank you so much I know you were actually staying up late for this segment, so thank you very much, Angelos.
No problem.
I'll yell at Neil later for you. Slacker. Yep. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. Have a good night, guys.
Good night. There we go. I always feel a little bit funky showing a game off from a dev that I know. I try desperately not to be biased.
Right. No, that was a good time. That was big shout outs to SkyMap and to Angelos for coming on, and Bacon Man plays nice. It was very fun.
Yeah, it feels really good, and it looks gorgeous for a first game. I feel like they really put a lot of effort into it. With every first game, there's flaws, and I'm sure they're aware of it. And it's totally no game is perfect.
Right.
But I feel like it's definitely shaping into a beautiful